Welcome to the Divine Rich and Free Life, the place to be if you want to ignite your inner power and live your life with more flow, passion, and joy. My name is Moni Rodriguez. I'm a joy alchemist, author of I Am Joy book, and a speaker and mentor. And I'm super excited to be your host for this next episode of the DRF Life. So let's get started. Hi everyone. Today I wanted to talk about change because I feel that with the times that we are experiencing, one of the first chapters of my I Am Joy book talks about change, and how ready are we really for change. As human beings, I think we are very good at sticking into our routines, living in autopilot, and unless something like this that is happening now shake us from our routine and normal way of living life, we don't have the opportunity to see the big picture of why things happen in the world and why we definitely are all connected in this transition and in something that is sometimes greater than ourselves and we don't even know it. So today I really wanted to take some time because today is Mother's Day, but also it's our Mother's Day birthday. Our Mother Earth, which is also alive, our planet Earth really needs that respect and honoring today and every day. And I feel that for many years and centuries we have been neglecting or forgetting the fact that we are all connected to her. We are connected to the sun, to the moon, and everything that exists in the universe. And our ego or our small self tends to very much play games to identify ourselves with this Monica Rodriguez that was born in Sabadell, not really recognizing that I'm part, or you and me are part of something greater. And in order to feel that truth, in order to really come up with solutions that are sustainable not only for us, but for our neighbor, for the planet, for the animals, we have to get this kind of wake-up calls. And so as sad as it is to see people dying every day and the struggles that we are now facing with the overwhelm in the healthcare system, it also brings this opportunity for reflection on what do we really need to change at the individual level, but actually what do we need to change at the collective level? Why some governments are giving more importance to other things than health, when it's I believe, the most important value that we should all have. Taking care of our health, taking care of us, not believing that the system will take care of us. Sometimes I feel we give our power away very easily to someone else will fix us, or the politicians know what to do. And when we are faced with this sort of situations, we have to ask ourselves, how am I contributing into all of this? Do I really have the power to lead change? And my answer is yes. I consider myself a leader. I became the leader of my life, going into the transformation that I went through, like a dance with the universe, I feel. Because I felt that I was tired to see things not working in my life and blaming external circumstances. And then when I realized I had the power to change everything around me, life changed for me. And this transformation happens when we take responsibility and we are committed to create this change in our life, in our world, and therefore to the world of other people and the entire universe, But unless we get this kind of moments where we are given the opportunity to reflect on what sort of change are we called to really do? Do we need to invest more money in healthcare? Do we need to perhaps have healthier habits in our life? Do we need to probably prioritize more family time than going into an office 9 to 5 without much natural light, disconnected from nature? Do we want to really respect nature in a greater way and perhaps start finding solutions to avoid so much pollution? So all these answers to the questions, it's within us, it's within each individual, and we all have the power to ask ourselves, how can we lead this change? How can I be part of the solution, not of the problem, Because a virus doesn't exist by itself. It's created by nature. And a virus is not just but a response to what we are creating with 5G, with so much pollution, with so much stress in our bodies. And if we answer the questions from within, if we find the answers from within, we'll figure out that we all collectively can transform the world. That is our responsibility and our choice to make that change happen, And I feel, for many years I was always asking myself why we haven't changed anything yet, even though we are creating conscious solutions, we are evolving as human beings. We also have to realize that we don't take enough action. We are not taking enough action, and that's why situations like this really in a massive way have to happen at some point to balance out the situation, right? So these the side effects of an economic crisis are also an opportunity for us to see how we can create collectively different solutions, that at the same time we cannot be codependent on a healthcare system. We cannot be codependent on an employee sometimes, that we have to find solutions for us to be resilient and not so much dependent on well, I will be safe. This is safe, because safety is just an illusion of the mind. So we can be safe in the middle of situation like this. We can feel safe when we don't have fear and we are in our heart center, and we can feel safe if we need to quit a job to build a business, and we can feel safe any point of time. So this illusion of safety that we get when we have a work, and then suddenly what happens when you lose your work, or when your business fails, or when the earth is shaking, or when a virus comes. That's a false sense of safety, right? That's codependency on buying stuff to feel safe. That craziness that happens when human beings are not able to use their thinking properly, and go into fear. This is something that we are brought into bringing more awareness now, because we cannot continue like this. It was something that it was about to happen. I was watching a video from Bill Gates where in 2015 he was mentioning this already, that this that this will actually gonna happen, that we won't be prepared for a virus like coming like this, and so what's next, we never know really, and that's where the key lies, where we are anchored in the present moment, because the future doesn't exist. So we can only learn from the past, what we have been doing until now that didn't work, and what can we do now to work together to create solutions for change. And so when I ask myself, why I left the IT world to build my own business, or to write a book about joy, where it's actually supporting people navigate times when there is no joy, and help them to remember who they truly are. All these things were because there was a response from me into a calling of there must be something else out there, and I don't know what it is, but I will find out. And through the process of my own evolution and transformation, what I found is that all this time I was seeking for myself. So I don't know if you know who you truly are. When I ask you, who are you? Do you really know who you are at the soul